Hold on. This is my poem called Hold On. I see you there. I see you sitting on your bed and reflecting on your visit to the jungle, also known as school, where the animals always attack you because they can. It's like how the fox always attacks the rabbit. But your parents constantly make you go because apparently if something doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Really? Well, if her obstacles don't kill her, she'll take the honor to do it for them instead. And if strong means having to take almost all of her energy to take one breath, let alone continuous ones, then, oh baby, she is Hercules. But right now, she feels so weak because she endlessly gets into fights with life. And life wins because it relentlessly kicks her in her stomach, which resembles being kicked in the balls, and more importantly, demolishes her heart, which causes exhaustion just for her to open her eyes. Leaving the battlefield, which most call home, paranoia and dread suffocate her because she knows she has to go back regardless. Her house is not a home, therefore she cannot find her heart. Every night, from being verbally attacked, she comes back to the house, or as she calls it, the sidelines, and the stench of alcohol smothers everyone who dares to have the courage to enter. She doesn't have the courage, but unfortunately, however, it is the only option that is handed to her. The sidelines are safe and quiet, which has become her cue to quickly run upstairs to her room like a bird flies to its nest when it's raining and take shelter before the bombs activate. But a few minutes later they exchange words that are purposefully sharp and hurtful, such as weapons. Stupid words after stupid words go on for hours. Then a couple of minutes later, your mother screeches a concerning "ow!" And the next time you see her, her face is accentuated with a black eye. Then we're expected to eat dinner together like a stereotypical happy family. One of the most heartbreaking things is that her brother goes into the bathroom and self-destructs with his worst enemy that is wrapped up in best friend wrapping paper, and unfortunately, he's buying it. Every night, she breaks down inside because watching her family fall apart more and more each day kills her. It murders her that her brother feels like this is his only way out. Tonight might be a night that others will dread, but a night that she dreams about every day. Her heart is shattered into a million shards of glass, eyes swollen and so heavy to have to hold open. She cradles her arms around herself just as she would soothe a crying baby and goes to the bathroom and shuts the door right behind her. She brings her silver and shiny paintbrush, also known as best friend, in with her too. She undresses herself down to the core and gets into the tub. The deeper the paintbrush goes into the canvas, the color red pours off the canvas and lands into the cleaning bowl. Her brother was shooting up in the bathroom. He gets an uneasy feeling that something is happening, and an angel whispers into his ear, "Go check on your sister." He drops the needle on the bathroom counter and runs into the bathroom that's in her room, banging on the door, waiting for a response, and wait, that's in her room. He runs like he is saving his sister because unfortunately he knows that he is. He runs. He's banging on the door waiting for a response and screaming her name in between gasps for air from sobbing. She's so engrossed in putting the pieces of the puzzle together as fast as she could in peace, without interruptions and without giving hints. The more his calls went unanswered, the quicker his fear laid down his heart so hard that it was barely possible to move it. Heart beating is resembling the sound and intensity of an African drum, and hands sweating like puddles. His lungs indulge a deep breath before he's forced by his conscience and empathy to play EMT. Opening the door is anyone's, including his own worst fear. The bathtub was like the scene of a violent murder, so violent that it looked like the murderer and victim hated each other. And they did, astronomically. Her brother picked her up out of the ocean of blood and gently laid her on the bathroom tile. He immediately started CPR, fearful that without it her hope of living will not exist anymore. While he does CPR, he calls 911 and he gasps for air in between each word. My sister tried to... He swallowed his chunk of nervousness down his throat and sighed so he could continue. Kill herself. She slit her wrists and almost drowned in the bathroom in her own mentally distorted mind. Amazingly beautiful artwork. He continues with CPR until the CMT arrives. The EMT puts her struggling to live body on the stretcher, and they flash away like a lightning bolt. A couple hours later, she woke up in a hospital room with bandages all over her body to cover the cuts. She barely remembers anything that happened. A few seconds later, her brother appeared with her mother, whose face is wet because her faucet to her eyeballs is broken. He whispers something in her mom's ear and walks anxiously toward her room alone. He came in and shut the door while taking a deep breath and said, "We need to talk." Her brother sits in a chair that comes closer to her bed, and he gently holds her face with his hands and looks deeply in her eyes. What happened the other day can't happen again because that was literally traumatic for me. Also, you're not allowed to leave this earth early unless I can too. So can I? She looked at him with the face that he expressed. She looks at He looks at her and says, you can't just leave me in this world alone because I am pretty sure that you are the only one rooting for me. So please, just hold on.